kind of the end of camp period, getting into start of a game week. How are you feeling right now?
Really excited. College football kind of started last night. I know there was a couple of week 0 games, they called it last week, but me and some of the guys were watching football last night and we're like, man, I wish we were playing. So, we've put in a good 3 weeks here and we're ready to go and get things rolling here on Thursday night.
What's the energy with these guys so far through camp?
I love where the team's at. With as much experience coming back, a lot of guys have played a lot of football. It doesn't matter. We've all turned the page, and the only thing that's important to us right now is the 2019 season. For some of us, this is the last time we're all going to play together, and for other guys, it's a chance, to establish their dominance and show how good they can be, and keep this program, at a top level where it's been, where we want to continue to make it grow.
What are your thoughts kind of going into that game?
My number one mission is to do whatever I have to do to help our team win. If they need me to block, I'll block. If they need me to start, I'll start. If they need me to sweep the floors, I'll sweep the floors. I love the guys on this team. That's the main reason I decided to come back, because I'm here to serve them and do whatever I can to help us win.
Talk about the depth of the position. What is it like in the quarterback?
It's great because we make each other better every day. Competition is a good thing, especially because we're all pulling for each other. Whether you're 1, 2, 3, or 4, we want the guy ahead of us to get better, but also do well. And so we work together as a good team on game day, and we're pushing each other every day during practice.
What do you enjoy about the Thursday night atmosphere, the opener under the lights out here?
I think that my favorite thing about it is it kind of brings you back to the high school days. You get used to the different atmosphere in college and game days on a Saturday, but the Thursday night under the lights kind of brings you back, to where football really started, and it's just kind of a cool thing to play under the lights because we don't get to do it as often.
Coach mentioned that you're a great runner with the ball, but how would you describe yourself and your skill set?
I've never been the biggest, fastest, strongest, most athletic guy in the field, but there's one thing I am is the most competitive. So if I have to run the ball 30 times, I'll do it. If I have to rear back and throw it, I'll do it. I just think the biggest thing for me is there's nothing I'm not willing to do, for the guys, for the team. So, whatever that may be, I'll go out there and I'll compete, bite, scratch, claw, whatever it takes to win.
You mentioned that competitive player. Do you get the sense that this team has an extra chip on their shoulder, seeing just how close they came last year?
Yes, we've never been satisfied. As far as we've come from when a lot of us came in here 5 years ago, we still haven't arrived, and we're never going to. So, I love that attitude that we always want to keep getting better. We always want to improve, and that chip on our shoulder is something that's good, because as much as teams are going to be coming for us, we're going to have to be on our A game every single week.
I asked Coach earlier, I know you guys won 15-1 last year. You're runner-up in the championship game, but does this team have the potential to be even better than that?
Potentially, yeah, I think we do. There's so much that goes into a 19, 20-week process. People staying healthy, people taking care of their bodies. You never know how it's going to work out, but, if our mindset's right and we don't focus on the big picture, if we just focus on being better at the end of practice than we were at the beginning every single day, one day at a time, then I think we'll be in a good place, come December.
What were your thoughts when you saw this field here for the first time? I mean, this new field, rather.
Like relieved, like so happy, just because I remember coming up here the summer after I graduated high school, and the guys here then, that was back in 2015, they were like, man, we need new turf. And here we are, finally got it. It feels great. It's been a great camp, and we just can't wait to get things rolling out here.
I mean, just for those that don't understand the player game, how much of a difference can you describe the difference of what you feel when you're on this field versus the last one?
It really, that's just health, knees, backs, ankles. Not that it was people were like missing games or anything, but it's just the wear and tear on your body, from putting that kind of stress and pressure on your joints and whatnot. It takes a toll on you, especially when you're playing for 16 weeks straight. So just to have this new surface is really going to do nothing but help us. So we're excited.
Thank you.
Do you ever look around in practice and wonder how you ended up with so many weapons at your disposal? Do you ever kind of wonder how you guys ended up with it?
It's awesome. It's kind of like a video game where you think like, there's games where we'll have 10 people catch passes, 12 people run the ball, because there's so much talent and there's so much depth, and that's just what's awesome, because if something happens to one guy that's done well, whoever's up next is going to be ready to go, and we're all so excited to see that guy succeed, because usually when someone new bursts onto the scene, it's not news to us. We knew they were going to be good. It was just a matter of time for everyone else to see that.
And then building on that question, what about the unselfishness? Because some guys can be putting up bigger numbers at some other places, but they may be sacrificing some numbers for the good of the team.
Yeah, and I love that about our team is we're not about getting one guy the ball or making sure one guy does this or that. We're about helping each other and putting each other in the best position to succeed. And oftentimes, you know, that means being a facilitator, running routes to get other guys open, you know, spreading the ball around to different people, putting in multiple running backs. So to be able to have that unselfish attitude is a huge factor to our success.
What about blocking? Your receivers traditionally under Tony have been really great blockers, and that's opened up some big plays. Talk about the blocking of your receivers.
It's tremendous. I mean, we stress how important it is running the ball, whether it's with running backs, quarterbacks, slots. And so our receivers know that in order for them to be able to have the opportunity to catch passes, they're going to have to block first. And they have always done a tremendous job of that, and it really helps set the tone for who we are as an offense.
We lost some big guys off the O-line last year with Nick Sawyer and Von Johnson. So how comfortable have you felt with the new starters this year going through camp?
They've done a great job. Our offensive line has always been deep, and they've always had a chance to get a lot of reps. So, you know, losing two great players is, you know, what happens in college football. But the guys that are going to step up have had experience, and they're ready for the task. So I'm excited to see what they're going to do.